The waiting game. So it says YouTube, Zeldie. Okay. Doot, doot, doot. Sweet. All right, time to say a bunch of stuff. Checking audio levels, running around, being a little link boy. How's that sound? Blah, blah, blah. Good. Okay. For some reason, Steam's trying to open, so I'm going to close that. Okay. Now I will tweet about it. Pew, pew, pew. Now to figure out if there's a way for me to see the comments. Yes. If I get my iPad, I set that to YouTube. Perhaps that would work. Let's find out. Zeldie. Pause. Live chat. Ho, ho, ho. Okay. So I think that I should be able to see the chat now. Nice. I can see the chat. Hello, hello. And now I will switch my monitor over so I can play the video game. On account of I like to play it. Okay, now I forget what I was doing the last time I played. But I think I was just running around trying to get shrines. So let's do some more of that. Oh man, I haven't been over there yet. on this one. So this is... How many people are watching? We got 4 or 5 in here right now. Let's see. Yeah, so this is my third Zelda playthrough. My first one was just played blind, more or less. I used a guide to find all the Koroks after I finished the main game, so I managed to get 100% on that save file. And then my second playthrough, I kind of just rushed through to see how fast I could get all the shrines, and I managed to get all of them in a pretty good time. And then this save file, I was kind of like burnt out, I guess, or done, more or less, with Zelda by the time that this save file started up. But then I saw the announcement about all the DLC, and I was like, oh man, yeah, I love Zelda. And then I immediately booted it up again and started a third save file. And it's been really fun. Every so often I have to look over and poke my iPad so I can see the comments. Yeah, so I'm trying not to go too hardcore on this one because I know that when the DLC comes out in... When does that DLC come out? August? End of summer? I know that I'm going to want to 100% it again. And when I do that, I think I'm going to do kind of a Let's Play. At the very least, record and commentate on what I'm doing in the hard mode playthrough. But yeah, I'd like to get 100% again. Because it was hard, and it took, like, I played at least 300 hours when I first went through my 100% save file. But it was also me just stumbling around a lot and trying to figure out, you know, what the heck I was doing and, like, what everything did. Hey, buddy. Yeah, why else would anyone come out here? Unless they were looking for Koroks. No, you're in the wrong place, bud. Try another pond. Got me some frogs. But yeah, this game is so great to just... I just love to exist in the world, you know? I just love to run around. Even if I'm not getting things done, like... It just feels good to be in this Hyrule. It's supremely chill. But yeah, I'm not going to do like any story stuff. I mean, as you can see from the icons on the side, I've completed all the Divine Beasts. I usually try to do that as fast as possible, just so I can have access to the powers, because the powers help you get, you know, a lot of the secrets easier. Actually, I don't need to shoot that one, I can just grab it. Boop. But yeah, I will say that, you know, some stuff that I take for granted might be seen as kind of spoilery, because the game itself is... Oh, look. Shooting star. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen one land in... Wait, was that a shooting star? No, that must have been an arrow. I'm out of my mind. It's not nighttime. There can't be a shooting star. Oh, boy. But, yeah. I forget what I was saying already. Oh, yeah, so some of the stuff I do while I'm just running around and having fun might be unintentionally spoilery in the way that experiencing this game is something that you should, you know, definitely do for yourself. It's the joy of the game, is seeing the world and figuring stuff out. But if you know what's up or you don't care, then it's great to just watch. Sit back, relax, listen to bird sounds. A lot of wind noise. Let's see what we got in the old mapperoo here. So I haven't explored much of this area yet. Plenty to get done. Actually, I think I'm near the... Yeah, I'm totally near the Three Brothers. Well, heck. Why don't I just do that right now? I love that quest. Defeat us some giants. Sorry for clearing my throat so much. I've got kind of a... Not really a cold, but the beginnings of what might become a cold. I took a ton of vitamins and stuff because I'm flying tomorrow. So I'm going to be extra careful as always not to get anyone else sick that I might be traveling around. And of course, none of my friends who I will see on the other side of the plane trip. Look at this big boy. Let's do... Oh, Flame is very appealing, but I think I'll do Stone Smasher. Here's how I do. Oh no, it's badly damaged. It's gonna backfire. This might not be too bad. See you, dude. And he gone. That was nice. I didn't even have to use the Urbosa's Fury on that one. Okay. Oh, actually, I should collect this honey. It's good to get the honey. That really comes in handy later on. I guess most seemingly unimportant items do. But it's a really good upgrade item later in the game. Oh, the abilities all have timers. They're individual. When they run out, yeah, it takes like a while. I think the longest one is the one you get from the Zora. That takes, I believe, 30 minutes. And then the shortest recharge is the jumping ability, which I think takes maybe 10. But yeah, they all come back. Thank goodness, too. They're super important. I mean, you can definitely do the game without them. Many people have, but like, holy jeez. They allow you to cheese many things. I found on my second and third playthroughs, the first one I always get is Rivali's Gale, which is this one. And it's really great because in all of the following palaces, like all of the, not palaces, but, you know, the Divine Beast dungeons, after that point, I totally forgot to pick up the ball back here. They allow you to, like, bypass some of the puzzles, which can really speed up your playthrough. It doesn't despawn, does it? Oh, hey, there's still bees. Boop. There you are, ball. Really wish this was magnetic, but it's not. You have to run it all the way up the hill. Lovely rainbow. found the biggest change on this particular playthrough, and it's something I mean, definitely didn't think to do on my second one because it was so fast. And on my third one, or on my first one rather, I was just so in awe of the game that I forgot a lot, is taking pictures. I've been taking a lot of screenshots on this playthrough, which has been really nice, especially for like painting reference. If anyone out there is an artiste, they're really good for getting a feel for backgrounds. Now there's another... What is that, lightning rod? I always forget where the mountain is. It should be like there, 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 which means this is the mountain. Let me see if I figured this correctly. I'm probably going to end up having to go around the whole thing, huh? That's fine. It's scenic. Like, look at that, the mist going over the mountains. So dang pretty. Oh, the sunset. Kidding me? Beautiful. And it's nice as well because it's so stylized. So it's kind of like decoding how they get such a beautiful look. Man, I really missed the mark on finding the mountain to go up, huh? There's the eldest giant. There's these three brothers who all live around this mountain, and you have to take the 3 orbs to the shrine on the mountain, and then it unlocks. Now this one is kind of rough, because there's also bokoblins everywhere. Boop. Did he wake up? No. This guy's like, what? Hey, bud. Oh, this dude had shock arrows on him. Sweet. Now, you know what? Let's just go for it and use the boulder breaker. If you'll notice, the oldest giant brother is wearing these shin guards, or at least one, so you can't attack that leg normally. But it's metal, so if you hit it with a shock arrow, it will actually electrocute and freeze him for a moment. But instead, I'm just going to do this deadly, deadly thing to him. Bye. Ooh, got an entire roasted bird that he had on him. Bonk. Now, where's your buddy? Oh, he went all the way over there just to pick up... He actually stole that from the bokoblin. That's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. And then this guy's like, I need a weapon. Now he did. I don't know what that was all about. Looked like a glitch. Huh. Worked out in my favor. Okay, so now I've got 2 orbs. So this is going to be a much lengthier process. So it must be this mountain? It's probably going to be that one. Oh boy. Get out of here, you jokesters. Oh no, actually I think this might be the right one. Please be the right one. Nope. Actually, I think there's a flag that marks the correct... Oh. Look at that. Oh yeah, another interesting thing, well, interesting to me anyway, is, you know, recently they patched the game so that you can change your, what language you'd like to use for the voices. So I went to test it out on this playthrough with all the Japanese voices. I don't know why I couldn't remember the word Japanese. With all the Japanese voices with the English text. And one of the things that struck me as odd, if any of you have played through the game before, and you know that, like, when the powers recharge, the characters say the name of the power. So, like, right there, when Rivali's Gale recharged, usually Rivali would be like, Rivali's Gale, blah, 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 like, ready to go or whatever. But in the Japanese version, they don't actually have voice lines for those. It just recharges, which is kind of weird. And I don't really know, like, why. Maybe they thought, like, American players wouldn't notice that their powers are recharged. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, there goes Farash over there in the distance. Don't know why I'm having such a hard time finding this friggin' shrine. Oh, I'm literally right there. Such a Goombas. What must it like to be me? Simple of mind. I'm very impressed with my iPad's battery life, because I've had it just sitting here on the comments section, and it's still at 100%. Alright, so I'm going to put this in here. And then I'll get the other orb. Gotcha. Take that back. I don't think I really want... Well, I guess I could throw away my tree branch and pick up that lightning rod. I find I don't usually use the elemental weapons that much. And the most I do use is, like, the flame blades when I'm in a cold area and I still want to keep my climbing gear on. I just equip the flame blade. And... Wait. Did that orb despawn? That orb totally despawned. Aw, man. I mean, I knew that I had put it in the wrong hole, but I assumed it would just stay there. Man, that's pretty weak. Alright. So which one did I kill before? Might have been this one. Because presumably it would respawn. Oh no, I hadn't killed this one yet. The final brother. I wonder how much damage I can do with... Oh, actually... Yeah. I was going to use like a barrage of bomb arrows, but that totally wouldn't work because it's raining. There we go. The red one is the weakest of the three. Drop some yummy pumpkins. And an orb. Nice try, bull. I like how the rams and the bulls will sometimes try to charge you when they find you. But then if they miss, they just immediately bolt. They're like, on second thought. See some beetles in the trees. If you collect those and then give them to the character beetle, he will give you potions that relate to whatever type of beetle they were. But I tend to hold on to mine when I'm just going through the world because they're also used as upgrade items later on. Because I had a heck of a time when I was on, like, doing late game stuff on my first save file, where I had to track down beetles, and it just took forever. Yeah, so it just spawns. Just spawns the orb right back. Mildly annoying, but also fine. You gonna try to charge me? Yep. He was really slow in the uptake. Okay. I feel like this is this is definitely a challenge shrine, which means that there won't be a puzzle when I go in. It'll just give me the reward. Fantastic. I'm a real fiend for just skipping the tiny cutscenes. Okay, let's see here. Just checking Twitter really quick. Okay. I'm extremely technology right now. I've got the Nintendo Switch on the TV, or the monitor. I've got my iPad with the comment section, and then I've got my phone with Twitter open. Love those screens. The special effect of all the bars breaking is one of my favorite things in the whole game, visually. It's super appealing every single time. Even after doing almost 300, if I count all my subsequent playthroughs. It's just always good. Okay. Well, that was a fun little thing. What else is nearby? We got Kodo Pond. I feel like there's definitely... Well, I guess I could go to the Shrine of Courage, which is over here. Yeah, that'd be a good one to do. Sometimes I think about, there's a really, really great series for Breath of the Wild going on over on Vice's Waypoint website / channel. And actually, I think they're going to be streaming live soon. But they're doing basically permadeath run for Breath of the Wild, where they only have 3 game overs to beat Ganon, you know, start to finish, which is very ambitious because, like, in ways you can't even predict, you will die when you're playing this game, and it can be very punishing if you're trying to achieve certain goals, unless you're, like, just supremely careful. But every week it gets even harder because they add, you know, an additional fan-voted challenge on top. And one of the most recent ones was particularly terrifying, which is, I think it was that he wasn't allowed to use the map at all. Which, like, at first, you're like, okay, switch to pro mode, you can't have the mini-map. Also, you can't reference where you are in the world, so you kind of have to just stumble around a little bit. But also, it adds the extra, like, complicated thing of no fast travel, because you have to open the map in order to fast travel. And that is a terrifying prospect in this video game with a world this big. It's just like, if I couldn't fast travel, man, I don't know. Like, I could do it, but it would just be so tedious. You would definitely get your use out of horses, I feel like. Because I don't usually mess with horses when I play through. I've been trying more on this save file, actually. But yeah, I think I would definitely just have to, like, use horses all the time. Now, I think I have a Farash's scale on me. Heck yeah, I do. Yeah, definitely. Can you imagine? Can you imagine not being able to fast travel in this game? Like, oh, I guess I would try to climb a lot of towers. Not just to discover things, but also just as a way to fly quicker around. Or, like, I would try to go to the tops of mountains more often. Oh boy. They're on to me. Except I'm not going in that way. I'm just going around the back. Ho ho. Drop the scale. Nice. I absolutely adore the subtle nods and references to previous games that are inside this game. You can find references to almost every single Zelda title, even the more obscure ones, like the handheld titles and stuff. But things like this, the shrines, are direct, like, rips from Skyward Sword when he visits the 3 shrines in that game. And it's really powerful when you see them, like, the graphics overlaid with one another, and you can actually tell that, like, they took the models of the little tiny lanterns on the posts and stuff, and it's like, oh man, that's really good. And also kind of intense, because it shows how much later in the timeline this game is, because they're in wildly different places around the world. Always trying to give me thunder stuff in this area. Not a fan of the thunder stuff. Can be good. Makes enemies drop their weapons. Oh yeah, totally referencing the Ganon from Ocarina of Time. Just being like, yeah, that sucked, so let's get some revenge for that. Urbosa friggin' rules. I love Urbosa. All the Gerudos are pretty cool, actually. I like the Queen. It was fun, because one of the things I did on my first playthrough, in addition to getting 100%, which actually, there's a lot of stuff you don't need for 100% in this game. Like, a lot of stuff that you would assume that you would. And long before a guide had been written, like, because now you can find so many guides, like on IGN and stuff like that, that just tell you straight up what you need to get 100%. I had assumed that things like quests and the compendium were necessary. So, like, I completed my compendium, and I went and I did every single quest in the game. And I gotta say, out of all the ones I did, I really liked the Thunderhelm quest, because you had to, like, her only request was make everyone in my city, like, super happy. So you had to, like, complete all the quests for everybody there, and, like, sort of raise the morale of the town. And then she's like, heck yeah, you can have the Thunderhelm. Which also rules, because the Thunderhelm makes you immune to lightning. Okay. I think there was a puzzle. Oh, I forget, actually. It was something weird, like there's a puzzle piece over here. Yeah, that's what it was. So you have to take this puzzle piece and you have to take it all the way over to the other side. No. Yeah, the helm does look super cool. I love that dang thing. I loved the entire sequence in the desert when you're riding with the sand seals and, like, going to get into that divine beast. Like, I think out of all the divine beasts, Vandaboris has the coolest, like, look to it. Mostly having to do with the effects graphics that happen around, like the sandstorm and the lightning, and it's just a good set piece. Like, the designers really outdid themselves on that one. Oh, nuts. There it is. Okay, so we have to go over this way. Don't drop it. Nice. Yeah. I've heard that sound too many times to count. Because there's 900 of those boys. Yeah, so to get 100%, it's actually Koroks, the Divine Beasts, Shrine Discovery, which I guess isn't the same as Shrine Completion, and the hardest one for me personally, which was whenever you visit a place on the map, there are, like, a lot of places that are unmarked, and then, like, the little name will only fill out once you actually walk through that area. And I think there's 220 something of them. So you have to basically walk every single place in the entire map, which can be annoying, to say the least. I had to do, like, a lot of cross-referencing. Like, I had, I imported the map into Photoshop, and I stitched it together with all the names, like a close-up version of the map, and then I cross-referenced it with my in-game map, which was just the pits. Did not mean to call my horsey. Now for this one, is it just... It's like going here and then hitting it with a bomb arrow or something, right? I'm glad that wasn't as forceful as I thought it was going to be. And now we do... like that? Not too far. I was going to say, that had to have... Yeah, there we go. You don't have to be too precise with the rock ones, I find. Like the rock circles and stuff, you can just kind of approximate it. And the Korok says, good enough. Look at those dancing boys. They're just having fun. Oh, he's like telling him a story. He's like, this one time, there was this Link guy, and I totally killed him for real. I promise. And they're like, yeah, I believe you. I'm gonna let them live. Okay, so I did the Spring of Courage. Have I done the other springs? Let's see. Because Oh, there's the heart pond. Maybe I should go check on that one. See if the dude ever made it. Not like yeah. I know what you're referencing, the picture that you get for completing the compendium. I have never found the answer to that, but I haven't looked too hard into it. I feel like the internet is just full of people saying, what is this for? And a part of me is like, is that something they're going to address in the DLC? Speaking of things I'd like addressed in the DLC, well, I guess first I should say on a positive note, there's way more stuff coming in the DLC than I thought there was going to be. The first DLC, when they mentioned like just the huge swath of like clothes and like junk they're putting in there, like I was only expecting the map feature and hard mode. I wasn't expecting any of that other stuff. But a thing that I would really, really, really like to see them put into the game with the DLC is the final 3 hearts. Like for anyone who's finished all the shrines, you'll know that if you max out everything that you possibly can, starting with stamina, then you will get max stamina, but you will be missing 3 hearts. And it is maybe the most painful thing that you can experience in this game. If you have, you know, even a twinge of OCD like I do, like, it's hard to look at. And at first I was like, well, maybe they just do that because, you know, there's food and potions in the game that give you extra hearts. And they would literally not have a purpose if you had full hearts. But then the other side of me is like, that's not good enough. I need 2 full rows of hearts and full stamina. So I'm really hoping that, because they mentioned specifically that they were putting a new dungeon in the end of the year DLC. So it has to give you something, right? It can't just be... I mean, it could totally just be more gear, but... Man, I would really like those final 3 hearts. And speaking of hearts, here we are at the Pond of Love. Did they put hardy radishes here because they give you hearts and this is a place of love? I totally never put that together, but it's great. Hi, lady. You're about to fall in love. Sort of. All right, there's also treasure down here. Ooh, janky. I stasised it. Oh, man, I didn't mean to do that. That's better. Boop. Wow. What a prize. Do it. Say you love this woman you've never talked to before. That's not creepy. This is just what people did before OkCupid. Nightshade. Okay. Do I have Nightshade? I feel like I must. Oh yeah, I've got Nightshade for days. Hey, yeah, thanks for coming. I was kind of unsure how many people would be able to come, but, you know, time zones. I figured around the world there must be quite a few. Wait, did I solve your riddle? I wasn't paying attention. Alright, listen, buddy. Finish this quest. Oh, I see. There you go. Oh, man. Whoops. Don't make her angry. Here you go. Do you like these whack flowers? Yeah, Link can be a real wiener. Most of his no answers are like the sassiest text in a video game. And like way more powerful unvoice acted. I will say that was definitely the smart move. Not that I think there was anyone strongly advocating for Link's voice. Maybe there were a few. I haven't seen anyone say anything about it, but Link being a silent protagonist fits way more with him being a cipher for the player. Hell yeah. Thanks for the money, suckers. It's kind of weird that there's not one but two different quests in this game that feature love and waterways. Like there's the pond and then there's the Zora River, where the Zora's like floating bottles downstream. I really wish that you could tame and saddle animals that aren't horses. Now, there's tons of coastal ones I haven't done yet. I should do this one, actually. Oh, hey, my horse is over there. I'm going to go up here and swing down to my horsey. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm glad that there's these loading times because it gives you very important clicking over to Twitter. Oh no, my iPad went to sleep. Wake up. Man, my iPad is still at 100%. Not bad, iPad. I turned the brightness all the way down, but still, like that's good as heck. Now, how far away? Oh hey, it's a guardian. What's up, dude? Sorry about everything. The satisfaction of defeating a guardian and picking up like the 100 items it leaves behind. It's very good. Okay, now my horse is super far away. No. Oh yeah, this horsey is named Badger, by the way. I don't remember why. I think because it's a brown horsey. I wonder if like the basic thing of it is the horse has to be within your mini-map. Oh right, it also alerts enemies. Hey bud, let's party. Okay, so we are going down to Electric Avenue. Because I'm going to do the one out on the spiral, which is a lengthy one. Actually, I should check on... Oh no, it's actually... Okay. So you go all the way over. I love dancing the horses sideways. It's very cute. Yeah, this is a long float if you do not have a horse. Oh, come on, jump it. Can we go down like this? Heck yeah, we can. Heck no, we can't. Nice. Here's to not getting stuck. Won't bother with that Korok seed. It's tough. Like I have a real impulse to 100%, but this playthrough isn't really about that. It's just about biding my time until summer's end when hard mode comes out, because I feel like I definitely would be burnt out on this game, like all the way burnt out if I 100%ed before hard mode came out. So I'm trying to pace myself, but it is just like, I don't know, man. There's such a draw to just do everything when you see it. This is a game of distraction. It's like a game of beautiful distraction. Ooh, that's imposing. The lighting looks kind of weird on Death Mountain. And of course the fantastic horse riding music, which features Zelda's Lullaby, I believe. Yeah, there it is. I read a really good Twitter thread recently that talked about the music of this game and kind of its brilliance in minimalism, which I wholeheartedly agree with. I've watched other music analysis videos on this game before, and I think it's got one of the best game soundtracks, ever, bar none. Oh, scared the horsey. Careful. Because the sparseness of it definitely, I mean, it's on purpose, 100%. Ha! Wait, can I get these on horseback? Sure can. Oh, that's fantastic. I think they designed this one specifically to be done while shield surfing, but let's do it on horseback. What the heck? I do my best to avoid the foxes when I can. Such a weird place for fire keys to be. Alright, let's get out of here. Bomp. Yeah, I suppose that is true. It's, as far as soundtracks go, it's a game of expectations, really. It's certainly a stark contrast to Skyward Sword, which was very bombastic, like almost movie score style, which I loved. Like, I still think one of the coolest things that they've ever done with music in the Zelda series is what they did with the main theme of Skyward Sword, where they reversed, like they just played Zelda's Lullaby in reverse and then wrote a song based on what that sounded like, which is just like, that is the coolest friggin' idea ever. I forgot if you do this at night, you can just walk by all these guys. For some reason, I always do this during the day. That's kind of awesome. Bop. Oh, no. Of course it's the blood moon. Wait, is that going to reset my orb? Please don't reset my orb. Now loading. And the orb is... No way! Oh my god, it reset my orb. I was just joking, but it did. That sucks. Man. Oh well. I'm crying over spilt milk, I suppose. At least I wasn't too far in. If I was almost to the end of the curve of the spiral and it had reset my orb, I would have been absolutely heartbroken. Because it does take a while to walk all the way in there if you're just walking with an orb. I still do not understand why there is a fire keys there. Okay, here we go again on our own. Do I have a speed potion? Oh, I sure do. Heck yeah, it's a 3-star. Let's do this. Look at that waddle. Do, running around. Move a link with one hand, check Twitter with the other hand. I don't even care if they wake up. They can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Oh yeah, wait. I don't think I have them on this playthrough yet. No, I totally don't. Dang it. That's a smart call, though. I feel like I never collect those until late game because I mostly just use them for questing. But yeah, that's totally what I should have done. Either that or the Dark Link or Shadow Link set. Now these horses will be an interesting... Oh, hey, is there a dragon? There's a dragon somewhere. Hey. Hey, I was looking at the dragon, bud. Rude boy. How far do these horse guys chase? He ran me over. What a punk. Let's eat all this random junk. I always have this random junk from killing bad guys. Sorry, horses. You know why I did this thing. Gotta pick up those arrows. They should add, like, rope to the game, and then make it so that you can tie rope to the ball and then just drag it behind a horse. That would be incredible. But maybe a bit too esoteric for this game. Oh man, they're gonna be shooting at me, huh? Infinite arrow trick. I haven't even been looking at the screen for the last few minutes. I was looking down and texting. I was like, you know what? Whatever will be, will be. Look at all these fools running around. Think they can get me, huh? Lizalfos scared me so much when I first started playing this game. Because they run so fast. But then you kind of realize that they just run up to you and then, like, jump back. They are not scary in the least. Boop. Always gotta slash at piles of leaves. It's my handy tip. Oh man, it looks like the live stream of Permadeath is starting over at Waypoint, so I might actually stop my stream right now and go watch that one, because I love those guys. This was fun, though. I went for way longer than I thought I was going to. It felt really good. I definitely want to do way more of this kind of thing in the future, just chill, kind of rambling, playing some nice mindless Zelda. This is a great game for it. Yeah, so thanks so much for coming out and watching, everybody. This was really fun. Now I gotta very slowly and awkwardly take apart the stream, so I will just do that now.